and welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can tell by my hair dyeing shirt, I'm dyeing my hair. So this is currently what the iroiro purple looks like. So I dyed my hair on, I think, let's say like the 15th or 14th of December, and it's currently the 9th of February. So this is how it has faded out. Now my hair is quite bleach damaged because I bleach it, so it's fallen out of all the roots, and it's actually come out of like the regrowthy previous root touch-ups as well, all the tips and roots. So last night I did go ahead and put coconut oil in my hair, and I've slept with that on, so it does look very greasy, and that's because it is. So today I am going to be using my newfound Olaplex and putting that in my bleach so I can do what I can to not make my hair fall out without trying. So I have done the coconut oil in my treatment last night. It's done a full overnight treatment, and now I'm going to go ahead and put the bleach on to my hair. Right, so I bought some Olaplex recently because I need to redo my roots, so I thought, why not do them the proper way? So I splashed out, and this box of Olaplex was about £80 from Amazon, and you get one 100ml bottle of number 1 bond multiplier and 2 100ml bottles of the number 2 after shampoo lightener or rinsing color there. And then you also get one of these little tubey measuries, which I'm going to stick in the top of this number 1. It doesn't smell half bad. Put that on like that. So now I have a professional looking bottle of Olaplex. And I'll put these two aside for once I've rinsed the bleach out, but before I shampoo, and I'll put that through. I've got my little scales here. And this is my developer. And I'm using the, where are we? The Agora Vario Blonde Plus Bleach, which is the one that I've been using since I moved to the UK. Nice and blue. And so we're probably going to use about 60 grams of that. And as it's a 2-to-1, we want to use 120 grams of this 30 developer. A little bit much, but what can you do? And then it says to mix that together before adding your Olaplex. It does say that you can always add more bleach powder if your consistency is incorrect, but it says once you've done all this, don't add any extra Olaplex, as it will cause your bleach to basically lose its potency. Okay, so it says 1/16. So put this lid on, and I'm going to say 1/16. Can you see here? It's this very second line. This one here. So not the very bottom one, but this one here. So I've put in 1/16 into the little tube there. And there we go. So this is the consistency that I'm going to be using today, which is quite thick, which will help with the roots application and stop it from transferring so far down. So today's steps have been coconut oil, and then I'm going to apply the bleach, after which I will probably do the toner, which I'm using the T18 Wella toner. I still have, I think, half a bottle left from last time I did my roots. You can probably see it's like half a bottle in there, which I will use with my kind of bog standard cream peroxide. And then afterwards I have bought some of the Finola restructuring mask, so this is what I'll be using on my hair now instead of conditioner, to try and just bring it back from the edge once I bleach it. So without further ado, let us get to bleaching. So I have finished putting all the bleach through my hair, including the back of my head, which I did in the bathroom because I needed to see two mirrors so I could try to do the back of my own head. I have gone back through after letting it sit for about half an hour, I think, and just brought it down a bit further over the previous root touch-ups because I've got quite a lot of like striping, and so now I'm just letting it sit and bake. It's quite warm on the top. It's not so warm at the back, which is a little worrisome. I think it is getting there, just because the roots were done at the back of my head last. I don't want to rush them too much. But this is what we have on the top now. So we're getting there. I just don't want to pull it all off too early because I want to try to eliminate the amount of yellow that I've had from the last couple of times. So I'm just going to try and leave it on a little bit longer. And then what I've done is I've mixed up the last of the bleach with some shampoo, and I'm just going to bring that through the ends to try and pull out the rest of the purple colour before I can then finish up with the number 2 after I've washed it all out, and then put on the toner, and then either today or tomorrow I will put through the colour. Alright, so I will see you guys again once I am putting through the bleach wash. Alright, so this is what my hair looks like out of the tin foil enclosure. So as you can see, the tops are going quite blonde. We've got a bit of yellow in the middle, so I'm not quite ready to wash it out yet. But we've got a lot of this purple left over on the ends. And because I've bleached my ends so many times, I don't want to do a full strength. So I've just got a bit of bleach added to some shampoo, and I was just going to gently push that through the endings just before we go into the shower. It's quite a runny mixture just because I added a little bit of bleach and stuff to the shampoo. I just want to pull it through the midsections without getting it right on my ends, because my ends have gotten rid of all of the colour anyway. quite as dark over this side. I think that some of the bleach has gotten through the midsections as I was bleaching it from my hands and things, which has helped bring the colour out. I'm just hoping to like, oh, that bleach is strong. Make it more homogeneous so that when I put the next colour on, I don't get quite the amount of banding that I did this time as it started to fade out. So we shall see how this goes. And as this is the leftover bleach, I still do have Olaplex in it as well. So that has also taken it down a notch. Okay, so I'm going to leave this on for another 10 minutes and then I will go wash it out. I'm just trying to give it the best it can do, and since I've already put the bleach on, the damage is already there, so you may as well set it for the full processing time. Back with my alien hat. Just to try and keep the warmth in. It is quite warm in here today with the heaters on, but there we go. Okay, I'm just out of the shower. I am wearing something, so don't stress. This is what I've just washed the bleach out. I haven't shampooed, apart from the shampoo that was already in the bleach. But this is the bleaching. It's quite yellow, but I'm really impressed with the color. I've got a little bit of purple right here that didn't quite come out, but I think that's about it from everything. So now what it says is get your number 2, and it says after shampooing, lightener or rinsing color from hair, towel dry, apply a generous amount of number 2 bond protector from roots to ends, comb through thoroughly and leave on for a minimum of 5 to 10 minutes. Rinse from hair, shampoo and condition. Towel dried it pretty much. I mean, it's still a bit wet, but what can you do? Got my wide tooth comb, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this number 2 a little bit of fallout, whether or not that's damage or just my usual kind of hair that falls out every time I shower. My eyebrows look so much darker. Dark eyebrows. But you can't really see how much I used. I'm guessing about this much, so not very much, like 3 splurts, and I just put it all through my hair. I'll leave it on for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe. And then I will get back in the shower and I will shampoo my hair, and then I will put the toner through it, and so we've got a nice even base for when we put the colour on. Alright, so I am out of the shower. I have done the number 2 treatment with the Olaplex. I used the number 2 here, left it on for probably about 15 minutes just because it says leave on for longer for severely compromised hair, which I think we can all agree by now I have severely compromised hair. So now I'm going to do the toner. So I'm going to use half a bottle of the Wella T18 and bring that down hopefully to an all even base. So this is what we're working with so far, which I'm very impressed with. Like, it's all basically the same color. Oh, there's a bit of fluff from my new hair turban because I've lost my other one. And yeah, this is kind of what we've got going on, which I'm not mad about. Like, I'm quite happy with the way it looks. My roots are definitely a lot more white, the rest of it has gotten a bit more yellow, but I think it's all the same tone now. So I'm just going to try and continue that homogenization. So after I put the number 2 in and I left it on for 15 minutes, I washed it out with shampoo, and that was it. I've done nothing else. So now I'm going to add this to this, and I'm going to use my 20 vol developer. So I have applied the toner now, turning purple pretty fast, which is great because over this side I had a lot more demarcation lines, things like that. Also, I can't see the back of my head, so only knows what kind of drama is going on back there. So then the plan after this is to redo wash this out, redo step 2 again, and then apply the colour, hopefully. So my poor head has pretty much had it at this point. Alright, so I'm out of the shower from washing out the toner. I decided not to do step 2 of the Olaplex. I've already done a step 2 today, and I'm getting over it. It's taking a long time. I think I started around 11 and it is now 2 o'clock. So we are going through. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to towel dry my hair, and I'm going to go ahead with the color application of Plum. So I've ummed and out about it because I know that I've just gotten all my hair back to as blonde as possible, and like, do I want to just be blonde for a week because it's kind of cool? So I've got some hairs coming out, but again I can't really tell if they're just like snapping off or if they are just the usual ones. I've got no noodliness, which is nice, so I haven't over processed my hair too much. You can definitely see the purpliness from the toner, and there definitely is still a bit of a yellow bit probably around here, which is probably my last 2 or 3 root applications, but I think they're a lot more homogeneous than they were. Definitely one of my best dye jobs to date, I think. And I think we have Olaplex to thank for that as well, for that situation. So, you've seen me use this brand a couple of times before. This is the iroiro Permanent Natural Semi-Permanent Premium Natural Semi-Permanent Hair Color in 105 Plum. Of course, it is coconut oil and quinoa protein. It's also vegan and cruelty-free. No peroxide, no ammonia, no petrol-based chemicals, chemical preservatives, or synthetic fragrance, which is great because my head has had enough of developer and bleach and things like that today. It is screaming out and says, no more, I'm done, don't treat me like that anymore. As always, it wants you to shampoo and dry your hair, apply your protective cream, and remove the cap, wear your gloves, squeeze it into a bowl, apply the colour evenly while wearing protective gloves, and leave it in for 30 minutes or longer. Cover with a plastic cap, process with heat, blow dry for 15 minutes. Rinse in cold water away from face. I always wash mine out in hot water with shampoo and conditioner, and I will be Fanola restructuring mask, so I'll be using this as my conditioner now, just to try and take the restructure my hair a bit from all the bleach that it's gone through. it is the next day and this is the final colour. Now, this is not the colour that I anticipated. The packet said plum, you all saw it, however I was going ahead and say that this is like a fuchsia, hot pink. It is super vibrant and definitely brighter pink than I anticipated. I was kind of hoping for more of a darky purple kind of colour, but this is what we got. So when I washed it out, I didn't shampoo it, I just used the Fanola restructuring mask as my conditioner, and then when I towel dried my hair when I got out of the shower, I sprayed it with some of the Aussie Miracle Moist. I put through some of the Charles Worthington Grow Strong Salon at Home, and then as it was getting more dry, I put through the Aussie Dual Personality Coloured Hair Protection Shine Serum. And then this is really it. As you can see, it looks really good. I'm very impressed with the banding so far. There isn't really a difference in colour everywhere. It all looks very even. However, of course, I have only just washed the dye out. I haven't washed it again, so we will see how that fades out. This is my third time using iroiro as a colorant, and all 3 times I've found that actually the colour isn't exactly what I anticipated. So the violet was electric blue, the purple was really violet, and this plum is definitely like a fuchsia hot pink kind of colour. So it is, I like it, don't get me wrong. I'm just having a hard time getting used to it because I was still kind of in a purple kind of phase, and this is not purple at all. But there you go. I tried it. You don't have to. So if you are interested in seeing how it fades out, then go give me a follow on Instagram. I am the Lady Knight of Hogwarts. And I hope you guys stick around, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. And if you have used iroiro in the past, let me know how you found it and what your thoughts are. Alright, thanks so much for sticking around, guys, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!